Bienvenidos a este nuevo vídeo de Devir TV. Estamos en el stand de Check Games con una pareja que nos flipa porque hacen unos juegos increíbles y en concreto las ruinas perdidas de Arnak. Tengo conmigo a Min y a Elween. Hello guys, how are you?
Hello, we're great.
Yes, it's great to be here.
It's my first international long course, so I'm glad to be here.
Okay, you didn't came last year.
Yeah, I couldn't because of the kids. So.
Yeah, we did an interview with Elween. He didn't talk very good things about you.
That is just not true.
So difficult to create games in. Nah. So happy to have you here at Check Games, and well, they are not presenting it because it's not finished, I think, but they have a prototype of this. That it's the new big expansion, Lost Rings of Arnak. There's no title yet, or not in the box.
Yeah.
What can you say about this new expansion? Because the first one was great. It has a lot of things, a lot of depth. You can play it a lot of times and you still find new things. So I think here there can be a lot of new things too.
Well, this one is intended, like it has some elements like the first one. So you will find the new leaders there. So these two characters you can see on the box will actually be new playable characters. That's similar. But there's also a second part included, and maybe you can talk that?
Yeah, because we wanted to include more things for variability. So you will have new items, artifacts, and sites, location, assistants, all this stuff. But we also decided to include a campaign in this expansion. Yes, because we previously published a campaign. It was just a print and play, and you could download it online.
Yeah.
But originally it was just only for solo players. And we thought, okay, we will publish it, but we completely redesigned it. We added new chapters to it, and we included a module that you can now play it cooperatively with two people. And the content of the expansion, like even if you don't want to play the campaign, you can just still use the cards and play with them just the normal game if you want to. Yeah.
Okay, so I can have a campaign for two players that's similar to the campaign that we saw, but with new chapters.
Yes.
And also I can take some stuff for a single player, multiplayer
Exactly.
experience.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's a lot.
So we will see. It's not finished. We're still working on it, but we hope to release it sometime next year.
You are still working on it as designers, you mean, or as final things?
Well, we are still designing some parts of the game because, originally we thought we will kind of like just maybe refresh the campaign a little bit, but when we got into it...
It's always like that. We're like perfectionists, so it's like, I will just tweak a little few things and then we end up just making a whole new game out of it, so...
We'll see.
So these things happen sometimes. So the campaign is going to be a long one, or...
It's a chapter base. So you basically, it's not like, you can play it as many times as you want. It's not like just a one-time experience. Mm-hmm. And so there's quite good replayability there as well. And there are 6 chapters now that you can play. So there are the 4 original one, and you can play the 4 original one only with the base box if you want. And the last 2 you need to have the first expansion because we will be using the new temples there. And each of them each chapter will have different rule sets, so there is something new in each of them. So no longer you need only have a high score, you need to also achieve some goals in each. Yeah, you will see.
So we were checking the cover, and it's a very beautiful one. It's the final one?
Almost.
Yeah, it's still work in
For
progress.
For example, the name will still change.
Yeah. Well, this one is catchy.
No, we will still work on it, but it's already... We thought it's nice. And we like it, so we brought it here to show it to people.
Yeah, it's beautiful. There's 2 characters there. You can introduce me those guys?
Well, how much can we say?
Well, we can at least introduce their roles, maybe.
Okay, so this guy, he's supposed to be a journalist, and the girl is a mechanic with her monkey helper.
And they have, again, just very unique abilities, so they are very different from the other leaders. But I think we will not reveal more at this time.
They are more difficult to handle than the other ones, or same level, more or less?
I mean, they are not as easy as Captain.
So like mid-weight, I would say. So.
Okay.
should not be as complex as the Mystic.
Maybe.
The Mystic is super hard, but I like it. I really love it.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Very good. So we have 2 characters and a campaign. That's more or less the expansion that we...
Yeah, with the campaign, like it will have parts that you used during the campaign, but they're also usable with the base game for like any count of players. So
yeah, you can imagine, for example, during a campaign, you will need to find this special artifact, and it's a goal. For example, okay, I need to get it, but you can also take the card and just play with it normally. So you can use the content of the campaign for normal game.
And if I play the campaign in a competitive mode, there's someone that wins the whole campaign, or
it's not possible to play campaign in competitive mode. So you either play it solo or you play it cooperatively with 2 players.
2 players. Okay.
And you will be fighting against this rival in the game. So you need to win over him or her.
Sounds amazing, guys. This is the last thing that you are working on, Los Ruins of Arnak, but maybe we'll have more things.
We don't know. We'll see.
You're cheating me. Okay, we'll see that. Okay. Well, and you're working on other projects, or you are focused on Los Ruins of Arnak?
we actually have one other project that we are working on, but it's still very much top secret. So.
Okay, I understand. So, guys, thank you very much for your time, for sharing with us a little secrets, and enjoy the fair. Okay?
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. It was nice to meet you. Bye-bye.